David, thank you. Well, Kaukauna School Board opts to keep one of its principals on staff as he faces allegations of sexual misconduct from over a decade ago.
Lucas Cormel, the principal at Riverview Middle School, has not been criminally charged. However, he is named in a lawsuit dating back to his time as a teacher and administrator in the Kaukauna Falls School District. New at 10, Drew Best joins us live in the Fox Valley newsroom with details on the decision and the community's reaction. Drew.
Jason, Kaukauna School Board spent about an hour and a half in closed session tonight discussing the future of Riverview's principal before revealing their decision to the public.
The current evidence available does not warrant any action to be taken at this time.
Well, if something does happen to a child, I hope you all sleep well at night knowing that you are responsible for this decision.
Parents and other community members in attendance at Monday's school board meeting leaving in displeasure, several having expressed their concerns about Lucas Cromel's allegations prior to the closed session, pushing for Cromel to be placed on administrative leave.
Countless children will pour into that middle school very soon, and I'm asking you to see them as your own sons and daughters.
I am not asking the board to determine whether these allegations are true. I am asking to make sure they are properly investigated.
In a lawsuit filed earlier this year, Cromel faces accusations from both students and teachers, including allegedly sending inappropriate messages to students and asking female staff members how to perform sexual acts.
We live in a beautiful town with many beautiful families, and we are privileged to live here. Our community members and school deserve a better public image than the one we have right now.
Drew Pavlovich also shared this email with Action 2 News, sent out to district families back on August 11th, in which Superintendent Mike Slawinski told families Cromel passed the district's hiring and screening process before getting the job, and has, quote, consistently conducted himself in a professional and ethical manner, end quote. Superintendent Slawinski declined an interview on the decision following the meeting, but says he will share a statement tomorrow morning. Reporting live in the Fox Valley newsroom, Drew Best, Action 2 News.